Good morning, kindergarten. Today we're going to work a little bit more with our math problems relating to stories. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there were a bunch of kindergartners in a park kicking some soccer balls. Now there were 7 soccer balls in all. So I'm going to draw the soccer balls. You should draw the soccer balls too on your whiteboard. Let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, it's actually really tricky to keep track of my soccer balls because I drew my circles all over the place. It can be way easier to keep track of the number that you're working with if you draw them in a straight line like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 7 soccer balls. Make sure you pause this video and draw the soccer balls if you haven't already, because the next direction I'm going to give is kind of important. So pause the video, draw your soccer balls. Okay, I'm assuming that you drew your soccer balls and now you hit play again. So kindergartners are playing soccer, they're kicking around the soccer balls, and then some of them get stuck in the mud. I want you to seriously close your eyes and picture that. What would it look like if some of the soccer balls got kicked into a mud puddle? How would they change? Well, these balls on my screen are white, but if they got kicked into a big pile of mud, they would change color, right? When you were imagining this story, how many soccer balls got stuck in the mud? Go ahead and color in those soccer balls on your whiteboard, however many you imagined getting stuck in the mud. Pause the video and color yours in. I'll show you in mine. In my head, it was 3 of the soccer balls that got stuck in a puddle of mud. As you can see, now they changed color because they got all muddy. I still have the same number of soccer balls, but my story told me that 3 of them got stuck in the mud, so I had to change my picture to make it match the story that I was being told. So this is where things are fun. You get to turn this into a number sentence. You could write it a bunch of different ways. You could write you had 7 balls, and 3 of them got muddy, and 4 of them did not. But I'm going to show you how I make sure that my number sentence matches my picture. I count like this. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4. All together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 3 in the mud. Uh-oh. I'm in the way of your math. There we go. 3 in the mud, 4 that are still clean, 7 all together. 3 and 4 make 7. And guess what? We can see that that's true. 3 and 4. But all together we have 7. We have part that are muddy, part that are clean, 7 all together. Now, some of you are probably thinking, hello, Miss Black. I did not think that 3 of them got muddy. But guess what? That's fine. Your picture just might look different. Like maybe you thought almost all of them got muddy. You know, they were really kicking those soccer balls around, these kindergartners. So it would make sense if a lot more of them got dirty. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 got muddy and 1 stayed clean. Would I still be able to write a number sentence to match this picture? Well, I know I have 6 and then 1 more, and all together that makes 7. Here's my muddy part, here's my clean part, and here's just how many I have all together. 6 plus 1 equals 7. Now, what if some of you were like, no way, they were really trying to keep clean. Only 2 of them got muddy, and that was a total accident. Can we still write our number sentence? Of course. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All together, we still have 7. That's never changed, okay? But just so you can see it the other way, it would be perfectly fine to write it like this too. You still have your total, so your whole is 7. There are 7 all together. And then you're just showing your parts on the other side. 2 and 5 together still make 7. Okay, I'm going to tell you one more story, and then you get to play around and make stories yourself. Here's my story. Close your eyes and imagine this. Nyla really was in the mood to eat jelly beans, so she decided to eat 8 jelly beans. Some of her jelly beans were red, and some of her jelly beans were green. Did you draw some jelly beans? Did you make sure you have 8 jelly beans? Some are red and some are green? Pause the video and draw them if you haven't. I'll show you mine. I have jelly beans. I figured that Nyla might really like her cherry jelly beans the best and then only want 1 green apple. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red jelly beans and 1 green jelly bean. We knew that we were going to have 8 jelly beans altogether, so I started with that. I know that I had 7 red and 1 green. I wonder what you decided. How many jelly beans of yours were red and how many were green? Did you write a number sentence to match your picture? Well, I hope you had fun with this lesson, and we will see you in math class. See you later, kindergarten.